I want to do the skull shining breath. I love this breath, but over the years, the feedback I get from students, I would say majority don't like this breath. Maybe you're one of these people that do like it like me. I don't always love to do it, but the results of it is what I love. It wakes up. It's like it cleans all the chakras. It sounds like cleaning, sweeping. It's worked really well for me for my solar plexus that shuts down and it feels lethargic and it feels indecisive and I can't get going. And then it kind of helps me wake that up. But this name of it, Kapalabhati, means the skull shining breath. So you have this cerebral spinal fluid around the brain, and there's a rhythm to it. And of course, you want a nice rhythm. You want it to move and be fluid and free. This is health. But sometimes when we're sick, when we're dehydrated, when we're exhausted, it can get rigid, like our body can get rigid, and it doesn't flow. So one way that to help encourage it, we kind of have to go give it a little exercise to come back to more of a harmony. So this one is literally, it starts to move the fluid. I don't know if that's literal or scientific, but it's a sense of getting energy moving around the skull. So you need to sit up nice and tall for this, like all our pranayamas. And it's important that you keep your spine sturdy, your back sturdy, okay? Because it's very accentuated, your front will be moving, but don't try and let the whole chakra system jolt around, okay? So I want you to imagine it's your birthday and you're holding a cupcake with a candle that's lit, and you're going to try and blow the cupcake out through your nose. So just give that a go. You might need a Kleenex, by the way. It does clean the nasal passages. This is a good thing. But notice when you do the exhale, your diaphragm, like you feel this area of your lower chakras, it snaps in, it pulls in. So just see if you can feel that. And it's quite muscular. You really feel it, okay, working this area, all right? Then the inhale is very passive. Don't worry about holding the cupcake. It's very passive. You are inhaling though, but it's not a breath. It's not like that. It's just let it go and let it just naturally come in. I like to think of it like a bell. I think it's called a bellows, when those old fashioned at a fireplace and you had to pump it to push the air to feed the fire, but it would open easily. Push it and let it open easily. That's what it feels like, okay? So we'll do 2 rounds. We'll do the first one a bit slower, and you can give it a feel to see how it feels for you. All right, inhale, begin. Okay, slow it down. Take a full breath in, the fullest you can do, and then let it all out. Just have a moment, reset the breath, and notice and feel. Just feel energy, the energy body within, the subtle energy body. You might feel a little awakening up in the stomach and the lower chakras of the abdomen. You might have felt that through your back, maybe along the spine. But also, your sinus, it's going to work with the sinuses too, of course. But coming up to your head. Now, this can be contraindicated if you do too much of this for like any stomach issues that might bother it, recent surgeries, maybe, stomach aches, possibly, but also headaches. Okay, yeah, having said that, I'm just going to make note it can clear a headache. So you have to experiment with these and know, find out with yourself if they do help clear any blocked energy up here. Like a headache feels like you're stuck up here. Migraines are horrible. They're like someone squeezing your head. And it can maybe help open the blockages, but you just want to be mindful, okay, if you're prone to that. Another thing to be contraindicated is pregnancy. Of course, don't do this breath. And for whatever other reason, it doesn't feel intuitively right for you. Okay, we're going to do another round. By the way, the pace I was doing, I counted 25. The next one, I'm going to count to 50. You don't have to count. It's not about counting. I want you just to go as long as you can. If it doesn't feel right anymore, you just stop. Now, for the second round, we hold the breath. We're going to do the big breath in and out, but then we're going to hold the breath. And I'm going to invite you to only breathe in 3/4. I'll remind you when we get there. And that's so you can hold the energy in. So you think as prana, life force energy, comes in through breath, we actually hold it into the chakra system. So imagine you're just filling up your tank with this prana and you're just holding it in the system. And then when the need is there, you're going to let it all go and you're going to return to natural breathing. And again, notice how you feel. Also, one other thing I'm going to say about this breathing practice, it has another nickname. Skull shining breath was the first one. This one, it's also known as the cup of coffee breath. So this one, it could be contraindicated to do late at night, but in the daytime, it's great for a pick-me-up, okay? So let's try, sit up tall. Remember, because it's very accentuated in the front, your belly's moving in and out, your chest is kind of making some movement. Try and keep your back sturdy, okay? So we're not jolting, we're not aggravating the nervous system, we're keeping a steady nervous system. Okay, so let's begin second round. Inhale, begin. Slow it down. Deep breath in and out. Okay, ready for the holding. 3/4 inhale. Hold the breath. Okay, hold your spine steady. Maybe a slight engagement of your pelvic floor. Chin back to the throat. Tongue presses into roof of the mouth. Okay, so you're holding, the bandhas mean an energy lock. So you're locking in all that beautiful energy. Relax into it. Notice if you're tense. And of course, only when the need is there, and everybody will be different. You'll find you actually can hold your breath longer after doing Kapalabhati. But when the need is there, just let the whole breath go. Bring your navel into spine when you do that. You can round your back and bring your chin down to chest. Hold the breath out. Now really squeeze your pelvic floor up. And then if you haven't already, just take a generous breath. Reset. And find the sacred pause. And feel the effects of the skull shining breath. So you can get lightheaded doing this breath. So just notice you feel some energy around the head. Just imagine you took that beautiful crown and you shined it up. So it's just gleaming right now.